Good evening, welcome back. It's Monday, it's a brand new week. So, quick update on how things went on weekend and also probably how the day was today, and probably regarding one of the videos that I saw today. Most of the things, like I think I spent quite a considerable amount of time watching videos and on YouTube and Twitter. Anyway, so as I told you, Saturday was a festival day. Um, One of my favorite festival and one of the biggest festival here. But the festival went well, no doubt about it. Had a good time, had yummy food, good celebration. The puja almost went till afternoon, and it was all well. But one general observation is that the overall festival vibes has just, especially Ganesha Chaturthi, it's come down so drastically over the last 5, maybe 10 years, I would say. It's definitely not the same what it used to be when we were kids. And now, this year, all thanks to this COVID stuff, it has probably quite literally died down. One of the most common things that used to happen, at least in this part of the country, is that kids used to, on the festival day, after the pujas are done in their houses, so they used to go out with the akshate in their hands. Akshate is basically a rice which is mixed with turmeric, which you actually put on top of God after you pray to the God. So they used to go with like one small box full of that akshate, and the target kind of thing was to go to 108 houses which has a Ganesha kept in them, or the Ganesha puja that's going on in there, like put a little bit of akshate and pray and come out. So that used to happen. I think I've probably done it once or twice in my childhood in our area itself, and I've seen that over the last 5-10 years, the number of kids doing this has come down drastically. I mean, I seriously don't know if anybody really does it at all, because I don't see people doing it at all. Keep aside this year, like I don't want to bring up anything related to this year at all. But in general, I've like seen like kids these days are not at all into all this stuff. I think they're like more shy. They prefer more of their TV, PS4 and PS5 and YouTube and games and such stuff. Just imagine a kid who's staying in an apartment. He could probably be able to do half or maybe full of his 108 Ganesh Darshan on the festival day, but I don't think so anybody is doing it off late. And now, since the COVID thing is there, I don't know, people took two way of things. One is, I mean, nobody came to our house this year. I don't think last few years also I've not seen anybody in our road, but people will be very reluctant because these kids are going into multiple houses, so people will be very reluctant on allowing anybody inside. Second thing is, the parents themselves might not allow kids to go, because again they have to enter 120 houses. So all these things will literally kill the whole traditional stuff and whole thing. I mean, I don't know, like I don't know, like a lot of people, a lot of kids nowadays might not even know what this actually is, and if you ask them to go to even single house, they might be like, why should I go, why should I do all these things? Maybe that's the type of mentality that kids nowadays have. But anyway, that was Ganesh festival. Our puja went on till almost 2:30, if I'm right, on Saturday. My wife did a very elaborate puja this year, and her shlokas and sahasranamas, everything took almost like 1.5 hours to finish. But we did it, and we also had to go to temple in the afternoon. Went to one of the temples. It was terribly crowded. I mean, as I told you, people have lost the plot, I would say. They just don't care about COVID anymore, especially when they're going to visit temples. So they just, people like crowded. I'm literally telling you, the people were like literally crowded in the temple for some specific puja that they had to do. So we refrained from doing it there, came back. Temple next house we saw there was a queue. So we came back home. I think we went back after half an hour or something like that. When we went, there were like a couple of families ahead of us, and maybe one or two families after. So we were able to finish with all proper social distancing and stuff like that. So the initial idea was to drop this whole plan, but again, you drop this year, going forward you'll start doing that every year, and it'll just die down. So we didn't want to do that. At least like me and my wife went and we finished that ritual and we came down. Yesterday was quite a lazy day. Surprisingly, this weekend I didn't go anywhere. Saturday was a festival. I didn't wanted to go out. Yesterday there was a plan to go to my in-laws' place. We did go. I don't say no, but we thought we'll go in like first half of the day. But eventually we were left home only by around 1 o'clock, if I'm right. So the whole plan went for a toss. So I was pretty much at home relaxing. So no ride or no drive this weekend, which is fine. I mean, not that I want to do every weekend, but just went out in the car. So at least car went out for a 30-kilometer ride probably. So yesterday I just went to in-laws place, spent some time there, had some good food, chit-chatted, and just came back. We came back at late evening, and that's it. Yeah, so we closed it off. So today it started off like a typical busy Monday. I had to go through certain things and change a little bit of approach towards how I handle meetings and scrums and stuff like that. This is something which I learned from a mistake that I have done over the several months or something, which got pointed at me last week. So anyway, so I sort of started correcting that during the second half of last week. So today's meetings, I just changed my approach towards how I conduct the meetings. It was a little bit awkward, but it went well. But it just takes a few more weeks to get used to, and then on it's all straightforward, I think. So that way it was fine. And I was talking about the video. So I came across this video by Robin Sharma. So why we are so like, is it really possible to get ourselves distracted from a digital environment that we are in, like social media and stuff like that? So it's a very short video, 2.5 minute video, but he gives a very good comparison of the thing. Is it's all about, it's all psychological and something probably I can call it as biological, because he tells that you get up in the morning, you look into your Facebook or Instagram or wherever you have posted something, you're actually waiting for that, like one like or one comment or one retweet or reshare or something like that. And when that actually happens, something changes psychologically. You're like, okay, this happened, so I should expect one more like, one more retweet or whatever. So this keeps on triggering us, and this prompts us to keep looking into our phone, keep checking if there is a comment, keep checking if there is one more like, keep checking if there is one more follower. And eventually what happens is you're just hooked onto it. You just can't take your attention or your mind out of it, because the moment you do it, you feel that you're left out. There may be likes or there may be followers or whatever, but even if it is not there, you just want to keep on seeing it. You want to keep on refreshing it. You want to keep on refreshing your feed. You want to see what others are doing, even if it makes no difference to you. Okay, and he compares it to how things were in the medieval age, or probably even, because like the tribe, the people had to follow the leader. They had to follow certain things, follow certain instructions. Otherwise, they would be left out. The tribe would move on, and these guys would be left out, and they will be probably attacked by animals, or they would be attacked by other tribe people who come here and find them lost. So that's what happened to us. Like we are in the fear. I think it's called fear of missing out. I think that's why they call it FOMO or whatever. I don't use all those terminologies, but I just got reminded out of blue. So it's the fear of missing out that forces you to keep on refreshing your social media feed and anticipating something to happen, anticipating more likes and more comments. So it's just that it's all in your mind, and slowly and steadily, if you start getting diverted from that, it's possible. I think I've tried to do that a few times in the past, and it has worked for me. I don't think so it's really that much of rocket science, but it all shows like how human beings have evolved so much, but still certain things related to mindset are still same. So I just thought I'll talk about it a little bit, because I found it's just like a 2.5 minute video, but so much of information. That guy Robin Sharma, he knows what to speak, how to speak, and all. So it's just about that. But he spoke sense. That's what I felt like, and I think that's pretty much it. So that's what happened over the weekend. That's what happened today. I just went out in the evening and got myself a small vault box, as they call it, for the bike. It's basically a hard plastic box for the bike. I just thought I'll fit something into the carrier so that I can leave something probably like valuables or something in the bike when I'm going out. because if I put a tank bag, I have to carry it. I tried 2 tank bags. I still have one of them. I want it and I'm good with it, but it's just that I want to leave something in the bike. This is the way, like something valuable or something I can lock it instead of carrying my bag. So maybe I want to keep gloves, or I want to keep water bottle, or even tiffin box. Even like now on, if I go out, I thought this is the right place instead of keeping it in a tank bag. Tank bag should be lightweight, just basic essential stuff. So in that way, I can wear only my thigh bag and I can forget about my tank bag every time, and I can just use this vault box, as they can call. So I don't know if it will look good or anything, but if it serves my purpose, I'm happy. I want to see if I can first fit it up and see if it's all work fine, and if it works fine, then figure out a way to mount and unmount it easily, so that I can remove it when I don't want and I can put it when I want. I mean, that's a long-term plan. I seriously don't know if I'll do it, but that's a plan. I'll probably post a few photos next week. I don't want to fit it this week. I'll fit it over the weekend or something like that. But that's the plan, and that's how the day went today. So it was a pretty good day, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'll catch up tomorrow with more updates. Hopefully some good ones. Hopefully some interesting ones. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.